Me? Oh, we're now live. Hello. Hi, good evening, ladies. How are we all doing today? Hi, Grace. Good evening. All right, so it's a minute till when I will officially commence, giving us time to give our salutations. I hope we all had an amazing day. My day has only just begun. I still have approximately a lot of hours to go. All right, it is time for me to begin. Thank you all for sticking with me from Monday down till today. This week we discussed about administrative support, and we're going to just do a summary of all I have shared with you. Uh, yeah. So a recap on all that we've discussed, because I realized that some of us joined late on Monday and Tuesday as well. So I'm just going to do a very um, concise recap about all that I have shared with us. We discussed about so this week was mainly about administrative support tasks, and understanding the key tasks that a virtual assistant should excel in. And administrative support tasks are the backbone of an efficient organization. And it's really important that as a virtual assistant, mastering these administrative tasks, they are very, very essential to ensure smooth day-to-day operations for your company or your clients. And these administrative support, the roles, the tasks, they involve a variety of responsibilities, and all of this are aimed at managing time, communications, and resources efficiently. The key, very key task of the very key tasks that every administrative support virtual assistant should be proficient in are email management, and like I discussed with us. Okay, okay. I thought I saw a question. Anyway, as I was saying, the very the key tasks every virtual assistant must understand and excel in are email management, calendar management, travel arrangements, expense reports, and meeting coordination and agenda preparation. So if we are, or if you are, I mean, I'm still learning, So by mastering these tasks, that's the email management, calendar management, travel arrangement, expense reports, and meeting coordination and agenda preparation. If you're able to master these tasks, you're going to be an indispensable part of the company, meaning that you are helping the company or your clients stay organized, productive, and focused on their core responsibilities. So I went on to give an in-depth overview of the task that a virtual assistant should be proficient in. Just before I continue, do we have any questions? Because today I want to treat as much questions as I can. I do not want a situation where we are not understanding all that I am sharing with us. So I've just explained the core administrative support task. So before I go into detail, so today, just a recap, I am doing a summary of all that I have treated from Monday. And I have just discussed administrative support and the essential tasks that are involved that an administrative assistant is supposed to excel in. You're supposed to like have like really supposed to build those skills. So that's email management, calendar management, travel arrangement, expense report, and meeting coordination. So I see there's no questions, so I'll just proceed with going into the into email management and calendar scheduling. So the importance of the importance of efficient email management, it's really crucial for a virtual assistant to maintain organized and stay responsive, like because one thing with emails are the 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 easiest communication mode, like because I mean your email address is going to be out there for prospects, clients to reach out to the company for your service. So as a virtual assistant, one of your core responsibility is for you to be able to professionally handle your emails. And when your inbox is cluttered, important emails can be easily overlooked. So it is really, really important to make sure that you are on top of your game when it comes to email management. You want to filter these emails. You want to be able to manage your emails properly so you do not miss out important information or follow-ups that might have been sent to you, the previous day or during the weekend. Most of the times it is even during the weekend that a lot of emails are missed. So it is very crucial that you take your time when you want to manage your emails. There are some tactics that are advised when managing emails, and a few of them are email templates. You can create templates for frequently sent emails. For example, welcome emails. If a client reaches out to you first and he's like, hey, hi team, I want to make an inquiry, you can create a standard templates for certain emails that are sent out frequently, like maybe thank you for following us. Maybe those thank you for following us messages are more like for social medias, but there are standardized templates for emails. This will not only save time, but it will ensure there is consistency in your communication style. For example, when you create templates for clients inquiries, a client sends you an email inquiring about a service. You can, and so one amazing thing about templates, creating templates, is you always modify the template. The template is just the body, it's just the initial, it's just the skeleton, and then you add flesh by modifying the email to fit the nature of whatever email that has been sent to you. So if it's a client inquiry email, you might already have like a standard template that says that thanks the client for sending in an inquiry, and now you want to modify that template to not only respond to the client's inquiry, but also welcome the client to, to the prospect of working together. So there are also standardized templates for follow-ups. Sometimes follow-up, just like I said with the templates for client inquiries, follow-up inquiry. In fact, templates generally are just like a guide, more like the skeleton of the email, and then you add flesh by modifying the email to best suit whatever message it is that you're trying to pass. So you, for example, the examples of templates you can create, email templates are for client inquiries, follow-ups, meeting requests, or for reporting. So you can have like a standardized template for each of this and then modify where necessary. A second tactics for managing emails is to unsubscribe and clean up. Now, regularly unsubscribes. So you want to regularly unsubscribe from irrelevant newsletters. There are some companies that don't even some. So there are some things you would sign up for, and automatically you're in their newsletter, and then they will send you promotions, and adverts and whatsoever. So you want to try to always keep your inbox cluster free. Also, you want to read through them because there are some promotions that can be in your favor. So it's always that's why it's always good to, as painful as the tax may be, you want to read and unsubscribe. So that's the good thing about unsubscribing from the irrelevant newsletters. Once you unsubscribe from them, they stop coming in. Those messages, those emails stop coming in, thereby reducing the number of unnecessary emails you'll be receiving. So you want to. So there is a tool called Unroll Me, but I haven't used that tool before. I just researched it and I saw that that tool helps to manage subscriptions. You can just Google more information on unroll.me. So that basically just manages your subscription, and you once you are you just do like an onboarding video on how to, but then that is a tool that helps with managing your subscriptions. When it comes to newsletters and promotion emails. A third tactics to managing email is delegating your emails. So if you are managing your emails on behalf, no, it's not if you will be managing the emails for your client and company, you want to categorize the emails and then delegate it, and then delegate these emails. So, like I know I mentioned it yesterday, there are some emails you may not have. You don't have the you don't have approval to directly respond to that email. So what you want to do is to just add a label and delegate it. So you just add a label, maybe probably for Mr. So so so, and then if it's an email concerning the IT team, and then the IT team also has access to the email, you want to add a label to your email so that the IT team can see, or they can just or you can just bring it to the attention of the IT team that, oh, Microsoft just sent an email for your attention, how do you want me to address it? And then that's how you delegate your emails. You also want to use external tools. Using of external tools are also, it's a great way of managing your emails. Now these external tools, I know someone asked a question yesterday, so I had to do research to see if there are external tools that helps clean your email, your inbox. Yes, they are, but honestly, it's a machine. It's a software. It's only going to do the work that it's been programmed to, and sometimes they would wrongly. So there are some important emails that could get lost. So that's why it's advisable to just do the hard work by yourself. Or you could leverage on some external tools like SaneBox or Clean Email. So you can use SaneBox or Clean Email to filter non-essential messages into separate folders or block unwanted senders. So while you are integrating either SaneBox or Clean Email to your email, it's going to take you through a process of questioning, and it's going to take you through a process of questioning, and it's going to guide you through the settings, so you can now guide it to to work as you would want it to, that either to block unwanted users, unsubscribe from unnecessary newsletters and promotions and all of that. So that's the brief on email management. So before I go into calendar management and advanced scheduling, do we have any questions regarding email management? I will give like 2 minutes so that if you have any questions regarding email management, so I will be able to address that. Can you please show us an example of email template? Do I have any? Let me see. How do you create a template and where? So Amiola, you create a template, you just have a, hello Miriam, you just have a Word document. You just have a Word document and then create your templates from there. But let me just find some of the ones I use. Okay, I think I have. Let me just do a quick modification to hide a couple of information. Give me a second. Apologies for my silence. I am just trying to copy and paste some. Just quickly.
Back this weekend, and we make our way to one of the most chaotic tracks we have on the calendar year. Hasn't been around for a while. Provides crazy entertainment. This is the bottom.
This is the fastest I've typed in a long time. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm almost there.
These are the newest series we've been introduced to in the past 10 years. But it's made itself very known considering the crazy moments we've already had in a short amount of time. In 2017, for our profession,
how do we create them? Okay, so I have just done a quick so to answer Aishat's question regarding can I please show you an example of email template? Yes, I'm just going to do that right now. So creating this email template, they are just emails. So if you have done the assignments that I gave you where you have to write emails, practice emails, you would so it's basically just doing the emails, just write an email, a brief email. So if you can see my screen right now, can you please confirm that you are seeing my screen? I know that right now we're going to be like, please can we all confirm that you can all hear me, because I just saw a comment about our sound and I would. No, not yet. Aisha, it's not yet. Can you please hear me? Can you all hear me? The host has muted my screen. Can we all hear me? Can we please confirm that you can hear me?
pretty much just.
Awesome. Thank you for confirming. So now I understand. Now, can you all see my screen? I'm sure in a minute you'll be able to see the screen. I can't go back to see your comments, but I want to believe that you can all see my screen right now. So here are some examples of email templates. These are some that I work with. I just had to add all of this necessary salutations because it depends on who it is that you're working for. So this is an example, a template of a meeting request email. So now the subject is request for a meeting on this. Okay, let's say request for a meeting on budget review. So for here, when I'm talking about when I said modifying, this is how the template is going to be because you want to be able to modify it. So when I say so, for the example, the subject, when you are sending the email, you know you would not put this subject. You're going to remove it. There's going to be a space for subjects. I'm sure we all know how to send emails. So when you want to modify, so it's going to be request for a meeting on budget review. And then you can do dear. I hope I got your name well because I really wanted to use your name today. So I hope you're doing well. I would like to schedule a meeting with you to discuss to review the budget for the upcoming upcoming later project. Could we please arrange a time to meet in person or virtually on, then you edit, on Thursday, 12th, Thursday, September 12th, on Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Please let me know your availability and I will do my best to accommodate. Thank you. So all of this is my spelling check tool. So it just helps me. Most of the times it's not always correct. I know people are going to say, but then there are some correction that doesn't just fit the whatever it is that you're writing. Anyway, so kind regards, Cynthia, my position. Executive assistant. Then my phone number is, zero, just put 9067, whatever. And that is how, and then when you have modified, you have copied this, you want to copy and then paste this on your Gmail body of message, and that's done. Now an example of follow-up emails after a meeting or inquiry. So now it's either you do follow up on business review or inquiry for the service, and then you add the person's name. And then I hope you're doing well. I want to follow up on our meeting from you enter the meeting date this time around so the person will know which meeting it is that you're talking about. Regarding the meeting topic, thank you again for your time and input. As discussed, I would be blah blah blah. So remember the next steps I talked about. So basically, this is now this is a thank you email. Now there are templates for thank you email. If someone has you have completed a service for somebody or the person has provided a service for you, you will then send a thank you email. Now if this is a template that you would want to modify, so thank you for working with us, or thank you for providing this service, or thank you for mostly it's actually thank you for working with us or something. and then you enter the recipient's name, and then I want to take a moment to thank you for now the specific reasons such as your time, your assistance, your support. Your help has been invaluable, and I appreciate your generosity. So you can modify where necessary. If there's anything I can assist you with, please let me know. Warm regards, Cynthia, and you close the email. So I hope this has been this. I hope this. So basically, this you can just have this in your documents. Just templates can be saved on your document. Just create a new document. Create a new document. When you click this, it's just going to open a fresh document, and then you can copy and paste it and save the name as SMM email template, and you're good to go. And you can keep on adding as you go. I hope that has been. Oh my God, you have not been seen. Wait, are you? Oh no. Okay, no problem. I did not know, and I cannot believe that. Okay, can we? Okay. All right, let me try to share the screen again. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about this. Okay. No problem. Let's do it again. All right. And I've made a lot of modifications. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Share screen. Okay. So now it's going to be really tricky. I hope we can see the screen now. So I'm going to stay here for like a couple of seconds, and then I'll go back to check your comments to see if you can see the screen. I hope that works. No worries. So did we all see that screen I was sharing? Nothing yet. Can technical team please help me? Because I know when I shared, we were just on. His background state because of healthcare. Those two answers she gave are going to help her dramatically. Look, we all know we watched a lot of winning debates. We remember some winning Hillary Clinton debates. Can technical team please help us? Okay, so can we see the screen right now? But in that moment in the spin room, the Trump surrogates were trying to spin. All right. I believe we can see the screen right now. One person said he didn't take it as seriously as he should have. He underestimated her. And I was thinking, he's the one who looked like he didn't become we talked a lot about the person in front who doesn't quite take the debate. All right. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I made some changes, but this is basically what and some of the email templates you will learn to make is about. So this first one is meeting request email, and then the subject is request for a meeting. So if it's if it's in a template form, you probably have something here that will be like let me see if I can do. Okay, yes, I am reverting everything back. Yeah. Okay, I'm only one more revert. Okay, awesome. So this is it here. So the subject. of whatever the template. So this is basically what a template would look like. You have the title of the template. So it's a meeting request template. So I like to, so in the line of your job, you're always improving. So you can start with a template like this, and then one day when you're sending a meeting request email, you will just spontaneously just change the body of the message. And if you do change the body of the email and you like it, you can just copy it and save it as your new template. You could just do like just do like an updated template, and then you can put whatever new information it is. So for someone, what I do best practice is you always improve on your templates. So an example of meeting request template, request for meeting on the, so this is what a template will look like, and then you modify. So meeting on budget review, and then so this is the recipient and the person you're sending the email to. I saw your name before. I hope I got it. I don't know. I hope I got it. Let me quickly check and see if I can find your name. Oh, Tamdana. All right, I'll go and correct it. All right. So, hello, dear Tamdana. I hope you're doing well. I would like to schedule a meeting to discuss. To discuss the meeting. So you see where when I say you modify to fit the body the email you want to send. So I would like to schedule a meeting to review the budget. To review the budget on the LITA project. For the LITA project. So best practice is I have like a lot of integrations in my email. I have Grammarly. Grammarly helps me to spell check whatever it is that I'm texting. So that's why you would always see corrections while I'm working. So, dear Tamrana, I hope you're well. I would like to schedule a meeting to review the budget for the LITA project. Could we arrange a time to meet either in person or virtually on, so we're modifying again on Thursday. On Thursday, September. So this is what I meant by those corrections thing that is going to happen. September 12th, 2024. Please let me know your availability. So now you have told them the time you are available. This is the time this is when you want to have the meeting. You want to have the meeting tomorrow. But now I'm now giving Sandana the option of sharing her own availability with me. And then I will do my best to accommodate. Thank you, and I look forward to your response. Kind regards, Cynthia. My position in the company, I'm the executive assistant. This is what I enjoy with the whole thing. Assistance, then your contact information. That's you can just put in a phone number. That's maybe your company line. Your company line 6647 something and all of that. So now this is what a modified template will look like. So you can either modify it in your Word document, copy and paste it into your Gmail, like the email that you wanna send it to. Just do that, and you can hit send, and then modify it again to fit another email that you want to send. And this is an example for follow-up emails after meeting. So the subject is, so please mind you, please don't write subjects in your email. When there's going to be a pre-assigned column to add your subject. So you will so you will then, add the subject to tell the person, to give the person an idea, an initial idea of what the message you're about to send to him. Sorry. An initial idea of what the rest of the body of the email is about. So follow up on meeting, or you can follow up on inquiry, or you can follow up to get information. So basically, if you just put follow up here, the person will know, oh, okay, this person is following up with me. And then you can modify the person's name. You can do another, dear Tamdana, I'm following up with you. So you can do follow up on previous email sent. Now, let's say I sent Tamdana this email and she does not respond. I'm going to do a follow up on the email that I have sent. So now this time around, it's going to be follow up. Now modify this. Previous email regarding meetings, regarding scheduling, regarding budget review. Now I can now do a dear. I can do a dear Tamdana here. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up. So now we're modifying this to follow up on this email. So I will now say, hello, Tam. It's okay, I'll do like this. All right, let me write it as I would normally write my email. Hello, Tamdana. I trust you well. When you put hope is more like the default, but for me, I always read meaning to my email. When I'm hoping, I'm hoping that for me, I want to trust that the person is doing well. So that's why I use that's just why I use trust anyway. I trust you're doing well. I wanted to follow up on, now I'm going to modify this to say I wanted to follow up on my previous email regarding scheduling a meeting to discuss budget review for the little project. Now I would then, that's what I would do. Now that's what I would just do. So normally what I would do is to copy this. This is how I work, sorry. So I will copy this, paste it here. That's Control V. I will space and then I say, because I've already told her now, I've given her, I'm now telling her that, okay, so I've sent you a previous message. So now this is letting her know that I sent her a previous message. Now I would not tell her that because probably this is maybe say this is the next day, which is Thursday, that's the meeting. I actually wanted us to have the meeting, and it's already like kind of late because maybe I already have something else to do. So I will not say, can we have the meeting on so day? What I would now say is, please let me know your availability, and I will do my best to accommodate. Please. Then I will modify this to say, I look forward to your response. Have a lovely day ahead. And this is how typically I would send, and I will not need to put any best regards, and then I'll just do Cynthia, and then I'll just copy this because I mean it's the same thing. And then I'll just paste here. So thank you email. So I can do thank you email, thanking Tamdara for meeting with me. So I'll just say thank you for speaking with me. And then I will be like, hello Tamdara. Hello Tamdana. I want to take a moment to thank you for joining the call earlier today. So let's say play pretend that today. So let's say Tamdana sends me an email and say, oh, my apologies. I am available right now to have the meeting. Can we meet on Zoom right away? And then after the meeting and we've discussed, I can now send her, thank you for speaking with me. And I'll be like, hello, Tamdana. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for joining the call earlier to discuss the budget review. Yeah, I look forward to your update. Let's discuss. Erase this, and then if there's anything I can do to assist you, please not hesitate to let me know. I could do a warm regards. So you want to give space. So you want to do a warm regards, Cynthia, and then you can put your contact information. So I hope this has been able. I hope with this you now have an idea of what an email template looks like and how you can modify accordingly.
No, I just looked underneath, and look where the keyhole is. It's down here, underneath where, like that's where your.
Oh my God.
Okay, so, let's see, there's almost. Oh,
This is so sad. I really don't like the fact that you
well, this is, it's on
are not seeing.
Oh!
So when okay, so first and foremost, I want to apologize that maybe you did not see. I can we please confirm?
Unnecessary right now, check engine light, you get box called, and, we got that. Oh, the, we gotta be careful.
All right, can I please be excused for 1 minute? Let me. Oh, okay, it's even time for our break. Okay, so what I will do is I would let us go on a break now, while I.
Low battery charge. Okay, I think we're good here. We're good.
Okay, thank you, Comfort, for confirming that because I was really worried that you all didn't get that. I want to first and foremost apologize for the background noise. I'm going to go and adjust that right now. Um, okay, thank God. I'm glad that you all saw the demonstration because I'll really be sad if you did not. So I want us to go on a break right now. Our usual tradition of we'll be back by um we're back by 8. I hope that's not too much of a time. So I can address my background noise and then we will continue with calendar management and run through to meeting coordination.
Can we go a little further forward? Okay. Working great.
No, you're welcome, everyone. I'm glad you all got the demonstration.
It's clicking.
So we're going to go on a break now, and then we'll discuss calendar management and go through to the last topic that we had discussed. Please take water and be ready for the next 1 hour with me.
So I usually would not have a problem with it raining, but it got really, really, really bad.
All right, everyone. Hello. Welcome back. I hope we all were able to take water. But just know that we had them singing. So when we had them now, and they are came now, it's different. Hello, everyone. Apologies for Esther. Can you hear me now? I hope we can hear me now. So apologies, I had to change my location because I have my friends are over and everybody's cheering and I cannot tell everybody to, keep quiet because I'm having a class. Can we please confirm that you can hear me? Awesome. Thank you, Ferrami, for confirming that. So now I want us to just quickly go to calendar management. Now, the importance of calendar management. So just before we went on a break, we discussed email management and best practices to we discussed email management and the tactics for managing emails. So next next thing that we're going to talk about is calendar management. The importance of effective calendar management. This prevents scheduling conflicts. Now, scheduling conflicts simply is, when you went to meetings are set at the same time, either at the same time or when they are closely scheduled. Let me say, and you don't put a buffer, then you have a scheduling conflict, and we really do not want to have that happening because if you do have scheduling conflicts, it's going to you will not be able to prepare for the next meeting, and that's not going to be good. So it's very, very important that you organize your calendar, and this ensures efficient time management and it prevents overlapping of tasks and missing deadlines. Now, your role as a virtual assistant includes managing meetings, that's managing meeting schedules, making sure that deadlines are met, and then always schedule with ample time for preparation. Either you give a 30 minutes to 1 hour buffer time in between meetings. Yes, so I don't know if Chiamaka noticed, I had deleted the meeting that I had scheduled for us to have. Anyway, now some calendar management techniques include prioritization of schedules. You have to identify and then prioritize the high impact meetings, meaning the meetings that are really important. You would know these high impact meetings, you would know them, and you have to ensure that the client's time, that the time for the meeting is allocated efficiently. For example, you want to dedicate specific times for like, okay, so you do not want to allocate a short duration of time for your meetings, maximum of 1 hour, minimum of 30 minutes. Sometimes some meetings are stated to be for 15 minutes, but they actually boil out to be 30 minutes. So a meeting can then from 30 minutes pan out to 45 minutes and then 1 hour. But ideally, a meeting that goes over an hour becomes boring because people have other things they are doing, especially as a VA. You have already planned yourself and you know that, okay, this is the amount of time I want to dedicate to this. But then if a meeting is for too long, if you set a meeting for too long and you do not allocate time to what is to be discussed, you are now going to notice that people will just be talking and talking, and then the meeting will just be overstretched, and time is going to be spent, and then you end up not even doing anything. One technique for calendar management is time zone conversion. You want to make sure that you schedule a meeting that is in sync with your clients or your company's time zone. You just have to check, use things like world time body. Like I use world time body. I started using world time body to make sure that my schedulings are done correctly until I decided to just set my own time to be my company's work time. So I am in sync at all times. A third calendar management techniques is coordination. You want to coordinate across all platforms. So you want to sync your calendars. So your company calendar, for example, Google or Outlook, you will sync it across all platforms so that nothing is missed. Now, when you sync your calendar to your scheduling app, automatically anything that is done in the scheduling app gets updated to your Google. You don't want a situation whereby you have a meeting on your scheduling app, and for the sake that you are out of sync, and it's not, because sometimes for, I don't know, maybe network, but it has never happened to me. But we just want to make sure that you're always locked, your all of your tools, all of the platforms you're using, any external tools is always in sync. You have to just always make sure that everything is working right. If not, information is going to be lost. And you want to review your calendars regularly. Just, coordinate, just try to do a weekly or bi-weekly calendar review so that you know what it is you need to change. If there is any meetings you need to delete from the calendar, all of that will be done when you're doing your calendar review. Do we have any questions in regards to calendar management? Please, how do we buffer time in between meetings? Okay, so now the meaning of buffer time is, so let's say you set a meeting for 2 p.m. and somebody wants to, let's say you set a meeting for 2 p.m., yeah? Buffer time works is, I haven't honestly scared, I don't want to download, um, oh no, they will not be aware of your buffer time. You alone knows that you have a buffer time. Your clients will know that there's a buffer time. Worst case scenario is they will not be able to. Can we please confirm you can hear me? I'm not saying anything right now, but can tech team confirm that they can hear me loud and clear? Okay, thank you, Tam Dana. Thank you. Okay, so there is awesome. So Phoebe, I am currently running through summary of what we have talked about. So right now I'm talking about calendar management. I'm just giving you a summary about calendar management, mastering, scheduling, and time blocking to manage appointments to, so what was discussed during when I talked about calendar management is to we mastered how to schedule, and we understood time blocking to manage appointments and optimize productivity. I am only just giving the in-depth of the calendar management. We had calendar management here. Where is that? Yeah, so we had calendar management here, and we discussed some best practices and all of that. So I'm just kind of give you more volume to the summary. Yeah. So thank you for confirming that you can all hear me. So in regards to I think okay no, it wasn't Tamdana. Whose question was that? I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce your name. I think it's sounding like Rukewe. I hope I got it right. So please, how do we buffer time? So simply buffer time is when you have a meeting for 2 p.m. Let's say the meeting was for 1 hour. Before you schedule the next meeting, you will not schedule the next meeting by so let's say the meeting you scheduled for 2 p.m. was from 2 to 3 from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. You will not schedule another meeting by 3 p.m. You will schedule the meeting instead by either 3:30 or by 4 p.m. Now you see that 3:30 the 30 minutes in between 3 to 3:30, it's your buffer time. Or if the meeting was now scheduled at 4 p.m., the time between 3 to 4, 1 hour is your buffer time. So that's how you do. But if in the event of if you have like synced your Calendly to the Google, there is an option for you to set your buffer time, which can be 30 minutes or 1 hour. That way, when somebody is trying to schedule a meeting with you, you will then notice that it would not let's say a meeting has been scheduled for 2 p.m. and the meeting is always 1 hour long. Clients will not be able to schedule a meeting by so now that it's going to be 2 to 3. The next client that is coming, let's say you set a 30 minutes buffer time, the next client that is coming will not be able to schedule a meeting by 2:30. The next client that is coming will not be able to schedule a meeting by 3 p.m. The only time that will be available for the client to schedule is by 3:30. And then the next client, so now 3:30 to 4:30, that's 1 hour. Now the next client that is coming in cannot schedule a meeting by 4:30. The only time that will be available will be by 5. That's the 30 minutes buffer. So that's what the buffer time is about. My sincere apologies to the ladies that are having delayed network. Even my connection right now is down to 2 bars, but it's kind of because I changed locations because I have friends over. Apologies for that. But I have okay, so please, which tool can we use to schedule flights? There is no tool to use to schedule flights. Instead, there are tools that you use to go and see the flights. You just check the flights and you will book the flights from there. There is no it's not a tool per se. It's not a tool. You just use there are sorry, excuse me. There are it's more like a travel it's travel they are just travel management tools. It's not tools to schedule. There's no tools to schedule flights. You go to this website of whatever flight it is you want to book, um, and you can then see the available flights and all of that. So that's taking us into, travel management and expense reports as a virtual assistant in travel planning. So you have to know that it's not all of the roles of a virtual assistant you would be doing. Some virtual assistants, handle travel plans and all of that. But you would as if so now if you do get the job and you're assigned to handle the logistics of a proposed journey for the team. Your role is it's not just about booking flights and accommodation. This involves, ensuring that your client or your company team, their journey is seamless from start to finish by anticipating the needs and resolving potential issues in advance. Meaning potential issues, you have to do an in-depth research, check out the flights, the hotels, you have to look at weather forecasts to make sure that everything goes smoothly for the proposed day of the trip. Now, when you're preparing an itinerary, because an itinerary is really, really important, an itinerary helps your clients or your company, your team know what it is, the tasks that the plan for the day, and they also have times allocated to them. They know the times that they have to give to work and what they're supposed to be at a certain time. I showed I don't let me see if I have the sample of the itinerary here. I doubt I do, but let me check. I know I showed an example of an itinerary. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'll do another demo. Okay, so for like me, I am currently not equipped to do a demo for scheduling flights and booking hotels. Honestly, I'm not equipped to do that right now because that is not my field. I'm just giving you basic knowledge, but I will advise that you please go to YouTube. YouTube is a self-learning software, honestly. YouTube, Google, they are my best friends. I use that to learn every day. So when I say research, you have to check the flight types, the what airlines are available, which airline is flying, confirm the location, arrival time. Does it work with the meeting? Because whoever it is that is you're scheduling a meeting for, there is an agenda. The person is traveling to location A or B to, sorry, the person is traveling from location A or B to meet up with a meeting. You want to check the flight time, the arrival time, the hotels that are close by, the weather forecast for the day, car rentals available, you know, where the person is going to eat, all of that. You have to those are the researches you're going to make. Sandana, there are no so it depends. Now, when you say receipts, do you mean receipts after you've made a purchase, or you want to make a receipt for somebody? If you want to make a receipt for somebody, there are some softwares that can help you create receipts. But your company, whoever it is you're working for, already has a system that they use to use to create their receipts. So that will not be your headache. The company will tell you what to do. Now, Tamdana, the question, you're welcome. The question that you asked concerning how do we schedule buffer times? Okay, you don't schedule buffer times. Buffer time is just at the back of your head that if you have a meeting from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., so that's a 1 hour meeting. Now the buffer time is from 2 to 2:30. Nobody can you will not schedule a meeting by 2:30. From 2 to 2:30, you will not, sorry, from 3 to 3:30, you won't schedule a meeting by that time. Now that is your buffer time to rest, take water, and prepare for the next meeting that you may now schedule by 3:30. That you may now schedule by 3:30. I hope that explains the buffer time. Buffer time is the break you get after a meeting, which can be 15, 30, or 1 hour long. Oreoluwa, can you please tell me where it is that you're lost so I can try and help you? So why I look out for your response, Oreoluwa. Okay, I'm glad. Tech team, can we please assist the ladies with attendance, the attendance link, please? Okay, so I was just about to show you the a sample of a template. I did this yesterday, but I'm going to do it today again because for the many of us, I did not see it. I'll just do a brief run through. Can we please confirm that you're seeing my screen? No. Tech team, can we please I'm currently sharing my screen. Okay, awesome. Can we see the screen now? Perpetual, just let me know where it is that you are lost. Ask the question you want to ask me. Right now, we are discussing, I'm taking you guys on travel itinerary. We just discussed travel management and the rest. I just hope it's not the network. Okay, thank God. Loveline has confirmed. All right, so we are now going to do so this is like a business travel itinerary because it might be so depending on whatever the topic of the title of your itinerary. So the business is so this is example for a business travel itinerary. Travelers names if they're okay. The company's name ABC Consulting Group. Purpose of the trip: client meeting and conference. Destination: New York City, USA. From my mouth to God's ears, Amen. And then the travel date is October 15th to October 18th. So now you're going to create an itinerary, an itinerary for a 3-day itinerary from October 15th to October 18th, detailing the activities that is going to go on. I only did for day one because it's just going to be a lot of work to do the whole thing because it's an example. So for day one, by 7 a.m. At I have to be at the airport before this time because my flight will leave from Los Angeles International Airport by 7 a.m. Now, this is the itinerary that would be on my tickets. I'm not equipped to show you a ticket right now, but for those of us that has flown, when you get your ticket, it's gonna show you the details of your flight. So basically, this is the details of the flight, and that will be on the itinerary. The flights card is gonna have your itinerary. So now by 2 p.m. when you arrive at JFK in New York, there will be a ground transport there. Now, if you notice, I did not give a 2:15 or I'm just basically just saying it's not going to take give or take 1 hour when you arrive JFK. Your ground transportation is going to be there. You just and besides before then, I'll have given you information regarding your ground transport. Sorry, my virtual assistant will have given me the information about my ground transport, and so that's a pre-booked Uber. So when I arrive, I probably just call the number, and then the person will pick me and then take me to my hotel. By 3 p.m., I should have arrived in my hotel, and then I sign. Now, this is the details of the hotel: reservation name, confirmation number. These are the information that will help me. So when I say research, this is what I mean by research. You're going to find the hotels. You're going to give me all of this information that will help me have a smooth transition from the airport to the hotel. Now, when this is done, remember I also mentioned food. So I'm going to have dinner at this location, and and then so the meeting is like it's a dinner date. And then I'll have this. I'm supposed to have so now the meeting might be from 6 p.m. to 8 or whatever time. And then if I were the one preparing if this was like my personal itinerary, after this meeting, and then I have the rest of the day to myself. So this is an example of what a travel itinerary looks like. Can tech team please show us the slide? Because right now I'm done sharing my screen. Oraluwa, you still haven't told me what the problem is. Okay, so Tamdana is saying, do we share the itinerary with our clients? And can I use the okay? No, no, no. If you are sharing the itinerary to your client, you would do it in a PDF form, in a presentation slide, just like the presentation slide I used to lecture you on. You do it in a presentation slide. That in itself, it's another broad topic because you would want to. Or no, no, no. That I was thinking of something else. Yes, you can do it in a document slide. You can do it in a document, but it's yeah. Yes, you can. My apologies for that. Yes, you can do it in a document, but it will be a well detailed document. It will be more neater than what I have done there with all the precise timing. So yes, also can I use docs to prepare every itinerary? Yes, you can prepare. You can prepare your itineraries in a document and just send it to your client. So yes, um, but there is a but. There are. Hmm, honestly, if you do it in presentation slide, you're going to give yourself work, but it's very, very professional if you do the presentation slide. So I'm just thinking about how I started and my first few itineraries that I prepared are I did it in the presentation style. But I cannot that's what I was trying to look for yesterday to show you a sample, but um I couldn't find any of them. But yes, to answer your question, Tandana, you can do it in in documents. You can do it in document style. Yes, you can do that. Thank you, Marceline. I'm glad you're enjoying the class. Anibaba, how do we book flights, please? Honestly, booking flights is tricky, but I am currently not equipped to take you on that right now. But you can ask, you can do a Google search. You can do a Google search on how to. You can do a Google search. The slide isn't changing. Jennifer, you don't need to open another email for work. You'll be allocated an email. Your company would give you an email. Don't worry about that. Your company will give you an email. Is there like templates to use first? Yes, there is templates. If you just Google search it, you would see dummy templates. You see templates that you can modify to fit what it is that you're doing. Um, okay, so I cannot pronounce your name. I do not want to murder your beautiful name. So we are currently on travel arrangements, and we gained expertise in booking travel, like understanding booking travel and preparation of detailed itineraries to ensure seamless trips. That's what we learned, and that's what I'm going over with you all right now. So Adebi, your accent, I didn't get this part well. As a virtual assistant, I will also be the one to book hotel and provide the restaurant and the food. How will that be possible, ma? Since I'm not physically following. So basically, you're just going to do it online. You can book ahead for your clients You can book the flights ahead in for your clients. You can book it on behalf of your clients. Like if the flight was to be booked for me, it will be my name. I will provide my information to my virtual assistant, and the virtual assistant will use that information to book the flights, book the hotel, and then I will tell the virtual assistant my meal preferences, or basically which person just book the hotel reservation for me, and I will do the payments because so one thing with hotels is you just do the booking of the reservations, and then you can probably just pay for the meal afterwards and all of that. So that's why it happens virtually. So I hope that is able to give you like an overview of what it is. Please, I just stumbled on this. Can I access the classes prior to this? There is Royal Diadem. I'm so sorry, but Royal. There probably should be. There should be a recording, and you'll be given the lesson notes. So not to worry. Favor. Okay, so favor, don't worry. The tech team is going to help with the attendance list. Oreolua, I said buffer time. Okay, buffer time is the time you use to rest after every meeting. So let's say you've had a 1 hour meeting, 2 to 3 p.m., 1 hour, right? You will now use 30 minutes buffer time to recover from the meeting so that you will now use 30 minutes to recover from the meeting, you will not schedule a meeting. So let's say for example, you had meeting from 2 to 3 p.m. You will not schedule a meeting by 2:30. The next time we're going to schedule a meeting, sorry, by 3:30. The next time we're going to schedule a meeting from is by 3:30. So from 3 to 3:30, that 30 minutes, that is your buffer time to rest. So you're not going to schedule any meeting in that your buffer time. You're using that time to rest and recover and prepare for the next meeting that will probably be by 3:30 p.m. I hope that explains it. Please, do we also arrange visas for our clients? No, except they ask you to. But in a case where visa is needed, they will give you their visas to you to process their flights. What if there are complications even after I have done my if there are so now you do not want to wish yourself bad by talking about complications, but if there are unforeseen complications, the clients will communicate directly with you and you guys will be in contact, and then you would now be proactively problem solving on the spot. So that's why you will not pray for complications to happen. Doye Jumbo, I have addressed the visa question. The visa question, you do not handle visas except you're asked to, but if it's a flight that requires visa, you will okay, for example, if it were me and you, I will give you my visa to process my flights. Buffer time is in between meetings, not at the end of meeting. When you say in between, okay, so at the end of a meeting, when you're meeting, you have, okay, for example, we have this meeting right now, we have this class. We've had this class, the class is a 2 hour class, so from 7 to 9. It's not advisable for you to now have another meeting by 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. You're going to be tired, you're not going to rest, you're not going to be rushing and hurrying. So instead, it is just best practice to schedule the meeting that you're going to have by 9:30. So you can rest from 9 to 9:30. Is buffer time same as time blocking? No. Buffer time is the time you use to rest. Time blocking, let's see, buffer time, time blocking, they are similar. They are very similar, but not the same. Buffer time and time blocking, they are similar, but they're not the same thing. Time blocking is when you block your time, a client, someone that's trying to schedule a meeting with you, will not be able to schedule a meeting with you for the duration of time you have blocked off. I hope that explains the question so that I can move forward. So now we're going to quickly go into expense report. So now the purpose of expense report is to just accurately report and ensure timely reimbursement for business expenses. So for example, in the event where we travel, I'm where I am, and the company probably did not give me money to to eat, let's say, or for some reasons the meeting I had was postponed because one of the clients was sick or something like that, and I have to pay for hotel. Instead of me waiting for the company to pay my hotel, I can decide to just pay my hotel, sort out my meals, and then when I come back, I'm now going to pack all of the receipts that I have used my money to pay for and bring it to my VA, and she would help me process a reimbursement. Now that is where expense report comes in. As a virtual assistant, you just to help collate in the event where there's been a need in to the progress of a certain project, or an activity for the company. The company can reimburse the said client. So now best practices for expense report is to track and categorize expenses. So that is me to my virtual assistant. I will bring it my receipts for, maybe say, for example, the client wants to show me a site and the company did not give me enough money for travel. I will use my personal fund to take me to the location, and then I'll have a receipt, maybe an Uber receipt, or let's say it's maybe say, yeah, an Uber receipt or a car rental, because that happens in the advanced country and all of that. So I will do that, and I would make sure that I categorize it and I submit the receipt in real time, meaning you do not allow a receipt to overstay. Like if a receipt stays too long with you, the company may not process reimbursement. So as soon as the client, your team member is back and the person gives you all of the information, you immediately process reimbursement. Now you can use tools like Expensify or QuickBooks. So now these tools are used to streamline reporting, simply expense reports. But my personal favorite has been always Excel spreadsheets, because that's just a spreadsheet. You have columns and rows that you can use to just itemize everything, and that helps with seamless reporting. Now you want to also follow up on reimbursement to ensure to ensure prompt processing, because the company is working and all of that. You want to do a quick follow up. Hey, hello, I'm following up on the reimbursement request for this trip, the business trip for October 15th to October 18th. Can you please give me update on that? If you do something like that, you are going to see that. Ouch. Sorry. You're going to see that now, not only will I be grateful that my reimbursement was processed in good time, but you also be happy that the company doesn't have any backlog of owing of owing anybody money. So now that's about expense reports. Now meeting coordination. How do you create? Oroloa, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the class. Mary, I don't know why you're not seeing my screen, but I think it's the network. Doye Jumbo. So the response concerning visa arrange, I'm not, nobody is going to ask you to do visa. because that on its own is a very elaborate. I don't even know how to do process visa. I don't think it's something a virtual assistant should do. But if you are asked to create to do visa arrangements, I think you're just going to collect the necessary information and you'll be guided on how to do. Because even right now, I'm not going to lie, I do not know how to process a visa. But if it's an international travel, your client will provide their visas to you. It will not be the hard copy visa, mind you, it's going to be a photocopy or something like that. So, yes. Okay. So now, Phoebe, concerning creation of receipts, concerning creation of receipts, you will not create receipts. Receipt is the hard copy evidence of payment. So it's either your company, if you're the one giving the receipt, your company is going to already have a platform in place to help with receipts disbursements. But then the receipt I'm talking about is the one that, let's say I go to a restaurant now, for example, Chicken Republic. I go and I buy food. That receipt, that paper document, the proof of payments that I have made a transaction, that's the receipt that you will now, for example, you will now, if you want to do process a reimbursement, is that receipt that you have given me. For example, you probably will not bring it, you just take a picture of it and send it to me, and I will process it for you for your reimbursement. How does a VA access their client's finances to make payments? Heritage, VA does not have access to their client's finances. It's not going to happen. You're just going to handle the reports, and then the company will process payments. That's not your work. As a virtual assistant, can I use my money on behalf of my clients? Um, it's at owner's risk. I don't know. But has it happened to me before? Yes. My boss has asked me to pay for a flight. He asked me to process when I was booking flights for his one of his ward. He asked me to make payments, and the next day he reimbursed me. So all I just did was I booked the flights as I would normally do, and then I took screenshots of every process that I did, the final receipt. Because when you're booking a flight, they're going to show you a receipt breakdown of the money that you're going to pay. So I took a screenshot of that. I took a screenshot of my debit alert and I sent it to him, and my money was reimbursed to me. So you can, Adebi, you will do it, but you do it at owner's risk, because the only reason why I did that was because he's my boss and I will have evidence to follow him up if my money comes late. Because it's not officially you are not supposed to help your client do it, but if there has been a rapport already, you will. Oh no, we haven't done agenda yet, and I will try to do it in 10 minutes. Perpetual time blocking. I wish I have an integrated system right now that I can use to show you time blocking. And I cannot show you my company's time blocking system. It's against company policy. But so honestly, this is my advice to you. Go on go on YouTube and search time blocking. It's going to show you that will even show you, it will even use one of the scheduling apps to show you the example. I hope that has helped. Ade Fumilola will go into agenda very soon. That means that as a virtual assistant, you'll definitely be doing everything. Honestly, yes. Please, ma, will receipts be compiled and sent to the management for reimbursement? Yes, Adekoya. Yes, that is, receipts are very essential for reimbursement. Adebi, is there a tip attached to reimbursement? The tip, it's not going to come to you. The reimbursement is going to go back to whoever it is you're processing reimbursement for. It is now left for the person to now maybe tip you. So with that, I am going to quickly run into meeting coordination and agenda preparation. So now the importance of meeting coordination is a well coordinated meeting improves your organization and your team communication because everything is going to be on set. Like it's going to be smooth. There's going to be like a smooth transition. People are going to know that meeting has been set and um meetings everybody on the team is going to know that a meeting has been set, has been scheduled, and everybody would report for that meeting. Now, key strategies to scheduling a meeting is you use your Google Calendar or your Doodle. Now, all of this calendar all of this calendar has to be integrated with a scheduling app so that everybody gets the same notification and whenever you are invited. And then when you want to, now we're going to go into the agenda part. So you want to send out agendas in your meeting invite if there is an agenda or a material before the meeting so that everybody is prepared, everybody knows what the meeting is going to be about. Now, a well prepared agenda, it keeps the meeting focused and productive. At least you don't have someone coming in and just talking. I hope everybody's doing well. How was your week? So I've noticed that now I'm not saying that this is not going to happen. It's going to happen, but a well prepped agenda keeps the meeting focused. Everybody just knows, okay, we're going to talk about 5 things today, and all of the 5 things is going to be addressed. The key elements of an agenda, a properly documented agenda is you're going to want to outline the key points and ensure that items are followed. So basically, action items are the next steps for points that are discussed in a meeting. Now, let me. I know. I did an agenda for sure. If I did a demo agenda yesterday, let me quickly check to see. Okay, so now it's not necessarily agenda. It was more like So I'm going to share my screen for the next 5 minutes. So is VA the same as PA? VA and PA are almost the same thing, but BVA is virtual assistant, that is virtually online, and PA is physical virtual assistant. Does that mean as a virtual assistant, you definitely be doing everything for the client, no specific duties, or depends on what the client needs? It depends on the niche and who it is that you're, excuse me, and who it is that you're working for. Don't worry about that favor. Tech team is going to um extend the time for your assignment. Why are my questions not being attended to? Olushola, honestly, I haven't seen your question. Can you please tell me what the question is while I share my screens to discuss taking of minutes and agendas? All right. So now this is an example of minutes taken, a meeting minutes. So monthly project updates meeting, the dates, the attendees of a meeting, everybody that is in the meeting, everybody that joined that meeting is there. Now look at the agenda that I just talked about. The welcome and introduction, project progress overview, budget review and adjustments, market strategy updates, action items and next steps, and question and answers. So now this is the minute of a meeting. The minute of a meeting will tell. So the minute of a meeting has to be so detailed that anybody that is not in the meeting, I hope we are seeing this screen. Let me confirm first. Okay, yes, we are. All right, so I'm going to try to use 4 minutes to run this because our time is almost well spent. So the minute of a meeting has to be well detailed that somebody that is not in the meeting would read the meeting minutes and it will be as though the person was in the meeting. So that's what the agenda and the minute of the meeting is for. So welcome and introduction. What was done during welcome and introduction? So Jane Foster opened the meeting, welcomed the attendees, and provided an overview of the meeting's objective. All attendees briefly introduce them. So it's going to it's going to give a detailed explanation of what happened in the meeting. If somebody came late for the meeting, somebody I will also put it here that so person came late for the meeting. Now agenda 2, project review, project progress overview, key points that were discussed. Jane Foster shared the current progress of the project, emphasizing the tasks related to the software development phase and all of that. So now discussions and action items. Now, Michael Brown highlighted some technical issues. Now, the action item is action item is the next step. Once a key point has been discussed, what is the solution to the key points? Are you going to give me a report, or are you going to solve a problem if you met a problem? So that's basically what an action item is. So Michael Brown will coordinate with IT team um, to resolve remaining technical bugs in that. So basically, this is what a meeting minute is about, and questions and answers, all of this. So now anybody that reads this will have an idea of what the meeting was about, everything that was discussed, and all of that. Hope that has been able to explain it. Is it okay for a virtual assistant to tech team? Can we please show the slides? Is it okay for a virtual assistant to also work physically? You defeat the purpose of being a virtual assistant if you start working physically. Okay, let me check for Olushola. Firstly, I asked that does that mean buffer time means my break time? Buffer time doesn't mean your break time. Buffer times are the time you use to recover and prepare for the next meeting. Um, Lovely. Please send your questions quickly so I can see. It's really great. So now that's one thing I said about effective communication. If you can effectively tell me now, if you send a message like my questions has been skipped repeatedly, it would okay. I now know your question has been skipped. But if you attach the question, I would now see that my question has been skipped, and then I will see the question, and then I'll be able to address. But now I will now have to ask you, please, your questions. Okay, so okay, yeah, thank you, Mashili. Thank you for that. Now, second question from Olushola is, how can I process a receipt for reimbursement? You make a report. You make a report after compiling the receipt, you make a detailed report telling the company how what was spent, why it was spent, and a proof of payment regarding the expenditure. And when you submit it, the And when you submit it, the company would process reimbursement, and you do follow ups to make sure that the reimbursement is being processed. Please, does that mean Oduwole Zainab? Please, does that mean that you will not see your client at all in the interview? You will see your client. It's video call. It's because right now we do not want to, if not, if it was, I don't know if Streamline permits video calls. I would have if I wanted the class to be like fully interactive, I would have told everybody to turn on their videos. But for the fact that I understand that not all of us are in places where we can turn on our videos, I'm the only person that is allowed to turn on my video. So you will turn on your video. You will surely turn on your video to see. There's sometimes you're going to have video calls with your team and all of that. Lovely, and our time is well spent. Meetings can be scheduled on Google, preferably from your calendar scheduling app. You can, for more in-depth knowledge, you can just do a YouTube search on how to create meetings. It's LMS. LMS is your learning management system, same as Canvas. Because I'm very confused. Canvas is our LMS. I don't know who that question is from, but depending on location, can be online. Hmm. Oh, okay. How do we get clients as a VA? You apply for jobs. That's how you get clients. You just apply for jobs. You sell yourself. You just apply for jobs and you would. Okay. You just apply for jobs. Just keep on applying. God is going to help each and every one of us to get our jobs, and then we would fully put into all we have learned as we practicalize all we have learned. So, I want to thank each and every one of us for participating and our dedications this week. My colleague will take you through data management and analysis to further equip you on your journey as a virtual assistant. I am really, really, really happy that I got to do this again with you this week. Your assignments will be shared to you on LMS, and I promise ample time will be given to you so you are able to submit your assignment. Thank you all for joining the class. This would not have been possible without each and every one of you here. I wish you all an amazing evening and a lovely night's rest. Good night, everyone.